Today is going to be a really short read aloud because I have 2 stories to read to you today. 2 books. Merry Christmas Spongebob and Kermit's cleanup book about imagination. So this will be our grand finale book. So let's read Merry Christmas Spongebob because I love SpongeBob. Sandy Cheeks plugged in the Christmas trees on the light. As soon as the tree lit up, the door to the tree don't fell open. It was SpongeBob. Fire! Fire! He shouted as they put a water bucket on his head. So you see, he got water and dumped it on Sandy's head. What is the name of a bottle wrong with you? SpongeBob asked. Have you ever seen a Christmas tree? Asked Sandy. Christmas? Who? SpongeBob asked. Is it a friend from Texas? So Sandy sat down and told SpongeBob about her favorite holiday. You know, SpongeBob's dying with it. When you see this face, you know he loves it. You see there's a reindeer, the kid in this there, and SpongeBob ran to the Krusty Krab to tell his friends about Christmas. The best part is that you get to write a letter to this guy, Santa. You tell him what you want to bring you. So he even has a photo of Santa. You see right here, Patrick's writing his note and SpongeBob's writing his. I don't know about you loobers, said Mr. Krabs, but any fool who's giving away free stuff is a friend of mine. That's the spirit, cried SpongeBob. You see, Mr. Krabs is writing because it's free stuff. He doesn't like to buy stuff. And you see, now SpongeBob's giving Squidward a note. And you see, Squidward doesn't really appreciate SpongeBob. That night, everyone but Squidward stayed up all night waiting for Santa to arrive that morning. But Santa didn't. So you see, kids are waiting for Santa. One by one, they all love SpongeBob Santa. He looks so sad. Where's your Christmas spirit? SpongeBob shouted after them. He's probably running late. Yeah, he probably just stopped for a sandwich, said Patrick, trying to help. See, they're all mad at him because he made him wait for hours. Ho, 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 ho. Is it I, Santa Claus? Ho, ho, hoops. Squidward as he tumbled on the roof and landed flat on his nose. See, he hears Santa, but it's just Squidward. You see, he's like, look how excited he looks because he sees Santa. SpongeBob was so excited that all he could do was run in circles screaming, I know you can make it, cried SpongeBob. As you see, he's like clicking his nose. This is the greatest gift you have ever brought me. Thank you for bringing Christmas to Bikini Bottom. When Santa turned around and everyone in Bikini Bottom lined up for a gift from Santa. So you see, they're taking stuff from Squidward. So I gave each one something from his house before. Realized he had given everything away that he owned. Look how sad he looks. What was I thinking? He cried. I gave all my stuff away just so SpongeBob wouldn't be sad. Am I insane? At least it's over. He looked down and noticed a letter on his doorstep. So this is the letter he got. SpongeBob looked up and caught a glimpse of real Santa Claus, with all of his reindeer flying overhead. Yep, I'm insane. So you see, there's it. And on the back of the book is SpongeBob ringing a bell. So that was Merry Christmas, SpongeBob. Now let's move on to our last book, our grand finale, Kermit's cleanup book, Muppets. See, on the first page, you got a white, clean page. Oh, these pages actually feel nice and cold. Oh yeah, it's one of these pages they rip so easily. Kermit's cleanup, a book about imaginary. So you see, Kermit's way too little to push that. Oh, I don't like these pages. They're just easy to turn and rip. Bean Bunny skipped over the front door of Kermit's house and rang the doorbell. Hi, Bean, said when Kermit answered the door. Ready to go to the park? Before Kermit had time to answer, his mother called from the living room. Kermit, she said, don't forget about the basement. See, here's a garage. And right here, Bean Bunny is at his house, and he was the full room sick. Oh, shucks, Kermit with a sigh. I didn't I did forget. Sorry, Bean, I can't go. I promised my mother I'd clean out the basement. It won't be as much fun without you, Bean said. If you help clean, maybe we'll still have time to go to the park. If us two working, we'll be hippity-hop. Let's see. There's them together. You mean lickety-split? Kermit asked. Whatever, said Bean. Come on, let's get work. So Kermit and Bean carried the cleaning supply down the basement stairs. So you see, they have to be, because they're going to work together as friends would. Wow, said Bean as he looked at the things in the basement. This stuff looks great. Are you kidding? Said Kermit. It's going to be a lot of work sorting through everything. Then we have to lunge these things up the steps so my mom and dad can take them to the dump. I see they're at the stairs. Bean pointed to a big box in the corner of the room. You're not going to throw that out, are you? He asked. Why would you want to keep it? Said Kermit. It's not good. It's not good for anything. I can imagine 20 things it would be good for that. Good for. And that I've seen before. Really starting to use my imagination, said Bean. So there's a big box. I think that's a fridge. Yeah, there's a fridge. And here's the whole room looks like. Kermit looked at the box and then at Bean. What kind of things? He asked. You can cut windows and a door. It would make a great playhouse. Or we can turn it into a slide and pretend it's a cave, said Bean. Bean said. See, they're thinking of stuff to use for the box. You're a good pretender, Bean, said Kermit. My granny bunny taught me all about pretending. She calls it putting on your imagination cap. Bean exclaimed. Granny says there's a lot of ways of looking at something. With imagination cap on, you can pretend all kinds of things. There's them together again. As Bean talked, he walked all around the basement, opening boxes and looking inside. Wow, he said, you have some of the best junk I've ever seen. Look at this box of old pots and pans. What can we do with them? So you see, there's a little shadow of a rat, asked Kermit, looking puzzled. Bean thought for a moment. I got it, he said. We'll turn the big box into a castle, and we'll be knights. And the pots and pans can be our armor, said Kermit. Kermit said. You see, they're thinking of an idea, and here's what the full room looks like. They have a rat in their basement. Now your imagination cap is starting to work, said Bean. Come on, let's get going. Kermit grabbed the broom and began to sweep while Bean hopped about with the mop, clearing and dust cobwebs from the ceiling. You see, they're working together. When they had finished cleaning, they all moved the boxes and odds and ended to the middle of the basement floor. Then they set to work and sort of things out they could use. When Kermit cut a door in the big box, Bean put two smaller narrow boxes. He set them on top of the big box. There are towers on our castle, he exclaimed. You see, they're all working together to make the biggest castle in the world. In the corner of the basement, Bean found some old paint cans. One of the cans had some gray paint left in it. This will be perfect for painting our castle, he said. As you see, Kermit's painting while Bean is getting some more paint. Then Kermit found a small blue landing pool. This will make a great moat for our castle, he said. Ben agreed. Now your imagination cap is working full blast, he said. They used two cinder blocks and a plank to make a bridge over the moat. You see? Next, Kermit found a set of long green curtains. Well, I guess we can throw these out, he said. Oh no, said Bean. We'll hang them behind our castle. They can be the forest where the wicked dragon lives. So some old garden hose they hung up in the green curtains. You see, I like that green curtain actually. It has flowers on it. Bean stepped back to admire their work. All we need is a horse, he said. What about using this old sawhorse? Kermit suggested. Great idea, said Bean. See, they're pointing, and here's some. First they painted the old wood gray. Then Bean placed an old button at the end for the sawhorse. Kermit wiped off the paintbrush that he had been using and tied it onto the other end. When they were done, both Bean and Kermit agreed that they made a pretty good-looking horse. So this is the horse they made. The basement was no longer a mess of boxes. A stuff piled everywhere, every which way. Now it looked like a magical playroom. Everything is ready except for us, he said, Bean, as he tried a pot lid on his head. He strapped a cookie sheet around his chest and picked up a spatula to use as a sword. See, here's what they look like. Kermit used a roasting pan as a shield pot for his helmet, and a wooden spoon as his lance. He and Bean are two very fine-looking knights. So there they are. There's what it looks like. All afternoon they rode their horse and fought dragons. They rescued princesses. This is the most fun they ever had cleaning up, Kermit told Bean. So you see, they're on their horse. And right here, it's dragon. Here's the full room looks like. My granny bunny was right, Bean replied. Everything he made for can be more fun when you're wearing an imagination cap. So you see? They're together. And here is a clean white page. And that's the end. And on the back is a little bit about the Muppet. So that was Kermit's Clean Up Imagination Playdate, I'm guessing. And that is it today. If you want to go see the Daily Animal, it is in the Raw Rick Rules. See you later.